poetry. You've written this wonderful book. Have you been tempted to write a hit song tune?
Oh, I would love to if they were composed. If this were a live thing, which it was for 50 years, then it would be my heart's ambition to write lyrics for Carol Barlow or someone like that. But I think that's much harder than writing poetry, actually, to be fully candid. And I think it's not happening because we have different forms of popular music. I think most of them are inferior to the classical American song. But it's just really not an available thing. You don't turn on the radio and hear, Tangerine, or I Got You Under My Skin, or Skylark, or
Hear a lot of Shrek.
Hear a lot of Shrek would be one of the songs
in light of what you were saying a little earlier about that they loved America, is that why you had those songs like God Bless America and this, that, and the other that were very pro-American?
Actually, God Bless America is a really interesting example because he wrote it in 1918 and he didn't like it and he put it in his trunk. They call them trunk songs because everyone, poets, everyone writes a lot more than they publish. And Berlin wrote a song in 1938. He thought the times called for a patriotic song, and he fished it out of the trunk. He made some alterations, and it happened to premiere on the radio with Kate Smith singing it on November 11, 1918, the same day he would be reading in the newspaper about the worst pogrom in history in Germany and Austria, what is called Kristallnacht. And this is a really interesting conjunction of events because Nazi propaganda was a very strong force, and we were countering it with our own propaganda in favor of our own way of looking at things. And God Bless America caught on right away, and they played it at Ebbets Field, and
it's almost a new anthem.
Well, people wanted it to be the national anthem in Berlin, said, oh no, we already have it. But there was anti-Semitism, and several people wrote articles saying that things like, what right does a Jew have to write our national anthem? And another one wrote, he should be turning over all the proceeds from that song to the government. And the ASCAP fought that with for Berlin, and they won, but then Berlin turned around and donated all the royalties forever from God Bless America to the Boy Scouts. Now there's a true believer. However, I wouldn't feel sorry for Irving and his pocketbook. When he wrote White Christmas, he and Bing Crosby shook hands. We did pretty well with that.